Hi, welcome to Advanced Solutions Summer Reader Training Session. Today's session is going to cover Managing Summer Reader as a Staff Member, Class 201. In our session, we've talked about the patron view, adding a patron on the staff side. Now we need to talk about managing those patrons once they're already in the system. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to my Youth Summer Reader program, and I'm going to just simply select that. And remember, you're able to search for a patron over here where it says search this program. And I'm going to search for Snow White. By typing in her last name, it's going to bring up her record. And as you can see here, she was the only white in my system. Under the Manage column, there's several icons that I'm able to select and make modifications to Snow White's record. The first one is the Patron icon. By selecting the Patron icon, it's going to take me into the program registration information so that I can make modifications to any of the information that we had populated during the registration. I can also change her password. So if Snow White was to come into our library and sought out one of our staff members, the staff member would be able to come into her record and select Change Password and assign a brand new password for Snow White. Just by simply typing in the new password and then confirming that password. Once you've completed that, you just simply select Save. The other information obviously can be modified by you. The same goes for the patrons who we do not password protect. Remember that when you do not password protect your accounts, that the patron has no access of updating their registration information. So you would have to come into Manage Programs, go to that program, search for the patron themselves, and make the modifications as needed. Once you're done making modifications, you would just select Save, and it would take you back to the Manage program for that patron. The next icon that we have is the log icon. This is going to allow us to put in a log for our patron. So let's go ahead and select that. Under the patron log, it's going to ask for the quantity. This particular program is set up based on hours. Your programs may be a little different. They may be based on minutes, chapters, the total number of books, etc. That field is completely defined by the library during the setup of the program. So for Snow White, I'm going to go ahead and put that she had read 3 hours and that she had read Green Eggs and Ham. The title, Green Eggs and Ham, and the author is Dr. Seuss. Again, I'm going to populate the date field because my instructions are please log one book at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and put that she read this on the 18th and select Save. Because she's meeting the prize eligibility, we're able to go ahead and assign her a prize. By putting in the prize eligibility of 1 and selecting the gift icon, it's now stating that she's received 2 prizes. Once I'm done, I can go ahead and select Close. And once I close, you will see the log information at the bottom of the screen, just like we had seen on the patron side. It's keeping track of the quantity of hours, what the review was, the date, logged by, and then the log date. We can also print this information, we can delete, or we could just go back to where we started. The other icon here in the Manage column is the Add Review. By selecting the Add Review, it's going to allow me to put in Snow White's review for her. So in the review box, I could put Green Eggs and Ham was a great book, and then I could put the title and the author. I can submit this review as pending, or I can automatically accept it because I'm a staff member. I have the capability of just going ahead and accepting that. Once I accept and I ask the patron if they want to make this review public, I would select Save. So now this review has been accepted and it is available for the public view. The next icon that you see there is the check mark, and this is for reviews. By selecting the review, I'm able to see all of the reviews that Snow White has submitted. I can also edit that review by selecting the paper and pencil icon. Once I'm in, I'm able to make modifications to any of the information that I had already populated. The nice thing about this is it's going to tell me the logged by, logged date, and then if I made it viewable by the public. We'll talk about the catalog information in just a few moments. The next icon that you see there is the present icon, and this is for prizes. Let's go ahead and select prizes. This is the prize management screen. So here we're seeing that she has read a quantity of 6 hours or 6 books or what have you, whatever you have your system set up as. And then it's displaying the prizes that she has received, and then it will also show her prize eligibility. Now remember, before when I put the login, it says she had one prize that she was eligible for, so I went ahead and added that. So that's why it displays over here as prizes received. Once you're done making modifications to the screen, you would just simply close. The last icon under the Manage is called Transfer. So next season, when Snow White wants to sign up for our program and she comes into a staff member, we can easily select the transfer icon. We would select the program that she wants to be a part of. It'll ask all program-specific information such as logging, reviews, prizes will be lost when the patron is transferred. Are you sure you want to transfer this patron? I can go ahead and select OK, and then it's going to send me to the registration page for that program, where I would complete the rest of this information. I would select transfer, and now she transfers out to that other program. This is a great way of transferring your patrons over to another program for the new season or for the new summer reader program. The other information under the Patron Manage Program page would be the columns that display the username, first name, last name, quantity hours, because this program is based on hours, the number of prizes received, and then the number of prizes that they're eligible for. You can also delete patrons by selecting the Delete box at the very end and selecting the Delete button. It's going to ask you, are you sure you want to delete this record? This will delete the selected patrons from the program and their associated records, including log entries and random drawings. If I select OK, that patron is no longer in our system. The other features that are on this Patron Manage Program page would be the Register Patron button. Under the Register Patron button, we're able to register a brand new patron to add them to this program. We also have Reviews and Comments. By selecting the Reviews and Comments button, it's going to allow us to view the statuses of each one of our reviews for this program. So I have 0 private, 3 pending, 0 denied, and 0 accepted. We're going to go into more detail about managing our reviews in just a few moments. We also have random drawing, and we'll talk about that in a later session. So make sure you look on the wiki for how to manage your random drawings. Once you're done making modifications to your patrons, you can always just go back to your Manage Programs and it takes you back to where you started.